It always makes me happy whenever someone says good morning to me in English. First of all, look at this view. But second of all, wow, I'm getting deja vu right now. Second of all, I climbed this like 2 days ago. I think that's Mount Kaimon, the Kaimon Dake. The Dake means mountain, or mount. But yeah, that's just insane. Because you can't see Sakurajima, which is the island, the volcanic island I'm on right now. You can't see that from Mount Kaimon. But from here you can see Mount Kaimon. It's crazy, it's so cool. So glad I did both. Didn't know they would intersect like this. There's the bike. Yeah. Sam, this is amazing. I've only been here 2 weeks. And I already just had, like, in my opinion, like a flawless, like, well, that sounds prideful, but first of all, Sakurajima, yeah. This dude came up here. I'm chilling here, right? I said konnichiwa, and I guess my pronunciation is good enough that people just assume that I speak some Japanese, which is cool because, and thankfully I understood him. Like, the reason I feel so good and wanted to say something is because I understood him the whole time, like pretty much the entire time. And if I didn't catch every word, I understood the context from the conversation and from gestures or from just following the conversation. And he's from Fukuoka, but he's working in Nagoya, and he came straight here from Okinawa. It was like a 24-hour ferry ride. And I got all that just, I mean, it was like a longer conversation, and you know, I had some like funny banter and stuff, like, oh, muryō dakedo ne. It's free, isn't it, right? Like, just stuff like that. And, but the other thing, well, first of all, just, I'm so proud of myself, and I can't imagine how much I'm going to improve if I actually take lessons and like get corrected, since I've never been corrected. Sorry, I don't want to ramble. This is just my Japanese journey that I wanted to share with you, Sam. I guess, as you know, if you've continued it. But both times today that I've talked with some Japanese people, because before this I talked with 2 bikers, 2 motorcycle guys that were on like a bicycle tour around the island. They started the conversation, and this guy started the conversation. So both times today, actually, I wasn't the one to start the conversation, which is bizarre. I didn't think that that would happen. I think I was saying in a different clip or something that I thought, like, it's a superpower that I can just initiate any conversation, but I always thought that I would have to be the one every time. But it seems that Japanese people are so kind and friendly and curious, which I didn't really get much of in Germany, partially because I didn't put myself out there, but also partially because I somewhat fit in. Like, well, I don't look Japanese. I could look German. Also, Germany is a melting pot, kind of like America in a lot of ways. So yeah, the duality of there is just insane, and I just love getting to talk to people. But the other weird thing with Japanese, the language itself, you don't need to know their name because everything is so indirect. So I don't know the guy's name. I don't know any of the guys' names that I've talked to recently. And they don't know mine. It's quite weird. I don't know if it's rude to ask for your name. Hard to say. But yeah, that's a little window into my current pace of Japanese. Ooh, one more thing. Look, the mountain I climbed is right there. Like 2 days ago, I climbed Kaimon Dake, Mount Kaimon. And you can't see Sakurajima from there, but from here you can see Kaimon Dake. It's so cool. Life is amazing. And I think I realized what I'm living for, like why I'm living. Like before it was all kind of fuzzy and I was just kind of chasing stuff and following my whims and just unabashedly following my curiosities. But I realized that that's what I should be living for. That's what makes me feel most alive. I want to chase what makes me feel most alive, and I think it's the most worthwhile way to live. Doing what makes you feel alive, and stuff like this really does. really just anything that pushes me out of my comfort zone and just being unabashedly curious and challenging assumptions. Sorry, I'm getting into rambling, but you know, places like this encourage the ramblingness. Yeah, it's a little window into my psyche. Peace, bro. Hope your 70th birthday was lit. Actually, I take it back. I think that guy was just really good at mediating the level of Japanese he was using. So, props to him for letting me understand the conversation. This is it, Sam. For the next 2 months, this is where I'll be living. September 9th to November 9th. Got a balcony facing south. I think it's south. And there, wait, let me turn it around one second. Here's the bathroom, I guess, as you know, because you've lived through this. And then here's the bathroom. Well, that's the shower, and then here's the bathroom. It's kind of small, which is why it's cheap, because I guess people are like, no, the bathroom's small. But it's usable, so that's all that I care about. I guess I do wish the kitchen was a little bit bigger, because I wanted to do some like heavy cooking. I think I can though. I think the limits will add to the creativity. And it looks like I can grow stuff. I can stir fry stuff. So yeah, we'll get the washoku on. Yup. Insane. And it's mine. It's not shared with other people like the German Airbnb was. So I think it'll be pretty cool. It'll be nice to have somewhere to fully relax. And this is just bizarre. I don't know. I'm still a little in shock and just scared about the uncertainties of what's about to happen, because I don't know anyone in the city. But it's up to me to do something about it, which is scary and challenging, but I think it'll be good. It'll be a good way to grow. Peace. Okay, Sam, I'm just gonna record a video because I'm too tired to write all this down. My host just came. I don't even know her name. I didn't even ask for that. I should have. Where do I even start? Okay, the trash. You have to use this as the outer bag. Like the outer bag, and you go every Monday and Thursday, and you have to bring it in the morning before 8 a.m. if you're going to. Or maybe you could bring it the night before. I was panicking, and it was all in Japanese, because once she heard my not horrible accent, she was like, oh, just Japanese? Whatever. Anyways, right, this is, okay. These all go inside of the red bag. The red one's on the outside. Just make sure to wrap smelly stuff, and then, okay, this is so much. Sorry, I'm a little stressed. Why is the system so complicated? You can use this calendar to figure out when stuff goes, except the plastic doesn't go. Only watch out for the red one, the Akai, I don't even know how to read it, the PET bottles, and the bean. Bean is like cans and glass bottles, and then the PET bottles are just for the plastic, the PET bottles. But you have to take off the caps, and you have to remove the labeling and put those in the burnables. And yeah, just use the calendar. Make sure you have to use the net over at that place. You have to put the net over the stuff, and then a truck will come every morning and get it for that specific day. So that's the trash. Man, this is really stressful. Because she was speaking only in Japanese, and I could barely understand. Which is awesome that it was Japanese, because if I keep getting hammered, Japanese hammered into me, eventually I'll understand it, hopefully. Gosh, I was just so horrible though. I couldn't even form basic sentences. Like, I was just barely processing. I couldn't output and input at the same time. Anyways, that's the trash. Oh, yes, okay. The bean and PET bottles, they go out in that, the drawer thing, the bin. And I don't have to take it every time, just, make sure to dump stuff out so that it's not smelly. Let's see. Laundry, you just turn it on with one button and then press start. That's literally it, it's fine. And then the bicycle downstairs is red. It's like a maroon color, and you have to use both locks. The one with the key, the kagi, and the other one that's the white lock. And the key phrase, the key code is 775. And I think that's it. That was stressful. Oh, I wish it could have gone better. Like it went fine, but just my lack of Japanese. Actually, it's quite cool that it happened in Japanese without her having to pull out the translation thing. I guess I should take it as a win, even though I'm not happy with it yet. I don't know. I don't know how to process this. Oh. Okay, alright. This is somewhat also my future self because I thought that would be hilarious. This is not a typical video for it. Oh my gosh. I'm just so stressed and happy and excited and worried because I'm completely alone. Oh my gosh. And I'm sweating so much right now because I have not turned on the AC. I didn't want to blast it just in case she was worried about energy. Anyways, oh my gosh. Time to turn this place into my home. Time to break every rule imaginable and learn as I go. Oh my gosh. Time to keep living. This is insane. This is actually insane. The absurdity is hitting me. Okay, bye Sam. Oh my gosh. This is what it looks like. I don't know if I captured the smallness of it. It's like 2 of Austin's rooms. That's my dimension measurement comparison. Right now I am emotionally dealing with this stress and change by having the urge to both laugh and cry at the same time. A lot of Japanese convenience stores and supermarkets play really fun music. The music is very similar to Nintendo music, like the Mario Kart 8 lobby. Even the convenience store music in... Whoa. The mirror moved. It is moving. What the... even the... Maybe that's what's been making this sound. You saw that? Anyways. The Pokemon and Pokemon. All the music that I've heard in video games seems reminiscent of the music I'm hearing around here. Which either means the real life inspired the games, or the games inspired the current music, who knows. But it's so fun. It's like I'm in my own video game of life, because I guess I am. Oh, what was the other thing? Dang it. Hold up. Oh yeah, I think I've already written it down or had another clip of it, but basically a lot of the interactions in the ATMs I'm using, at least the 7-Eleven ones and a couple others I've used, it all is like Wii interactions. Like the actual UI looks like the Wii, and it has the sound effects like the Wii. It's so bizarre. It's such a cool style. It's actually noticeably different from what I'm used to. And Germany and the US seem somewhat similar. Maybe Europe and the US seem similar. But Japan just has like fun quirks. Sometimes too fun. Like they have this style. Like it's like a fun, cutesy, like what I would consider childish, like anime type style everywhere. And even for adult stuff. Which is either a good thing or, I don't know. It's not for me to say. It's just interesting that it's pervasive even into adult, serious life. Maybe it's a good way of not taking everything as seriously. Or, I have no idea. Yeah, just observing without judging. Right, that's what I'm trying to do. Okay, peace. Serendipity. I was at the English to Japanese section of the library, and I met a dude. There's just this guy, like my age, maybe a little younger, reaching for an English to Japanese book, and I was like, "You studying English? I'm studying Japanese. Let's study together." And so I got his Gmail, because neither of us have Line, which is like the WhatsApp of Japan. I got a dude's Gmail. It's so nice that there's just a cosmos right here. Cheap food, cheap appliances. It's like a convenience store, but without the convenience store prices. Future Sam, Austin, I think you're gonna be proud of me. I made a really good dish. rice, a raw egg, because in Japan you can just eat raw eggs. Amazing. It's a raw egg mixed in with the fresh hot rice, so it's all creamy. And then I've made a stir fry with onions, peppers, soy sauce, sugar, and salt, which makes it like super unique. I've never done it with soy sauce and sugar. And then coated on top, let me just show you. And then coated on top is black sesame seeds. So there it is. W eats for real. I'm so excited to begin my path of Japanese cooking enlightenment. I'm gonna really take it seriously here. Japanese language and cuisine. Those are the two things I really want to learn while I'm here. I want to dive into both. So I think this is a good first step. I remember it took me around 5 weeks to settle back into my comfort zone in Germany and get comfortable with my new lifestyle, my new life, and my new apartment. I don't know how long it'll take here. I think it'll feel a lot different. I've already been here 2 weeks, and this is only the first or second night of my time here in this Airbnb apartment, but things already feel normal. It's even become second nature to walk only on the left side of the road and look to my right when I'm crossing the crosswalk, and then to my left. Little things like that. I wonder how easy it'll be to adjust. It was humbling. I just went to a Japanese free resource center in Miyazaki, and turns out my level is way below what I had hoped it was. So even though I can somewhat talk to locals in broken Japanese and understand them and have a good time, I guess that doesn't mean that my level's that good. I don't know if that should be disheartening or not, but it hurt my pride a little bit. I was getting prideful, yeah, I can talk to locals, yeah. But I still suck, so it was a good ego check. Unfortunately, it doesn't start till a month from now, the lessons. So I'll have to freestyle till then. Japanese is so interesting. I met with Taisei today at the library. First friend meetup in Miyazaki. I'd been talking to him formally this whole time. First time I met him, and then on Instagram before we met today, and then even today during our meetup, I was talking in Keigo. But afterwards, I felt like we became good friends, and I decided to stop speaking in Keigo, and he did too. And I don't know if that's the normal flow or speed of the switch between formal to informal, between strangers / acquaintances to friends, but just having the extra layer of formality is insane, because I think if I had kept with the Kegel, which I'm comfortable with and I won't offend him with, it might have been keeping some distance between us. Unintentionally by me, because as an American, I think typical Americans just want to become fast friends, right? Well, at least I want to become fast friends, I think. Just stuff like that's bizarre. And I had a great time talking with him. It was a really cool Gengo Kokan, language exchange. That was something he taught me. So I've already learned some stuff from him. It's pretty cool. Yeah, Taisei, W mans. I'm really starting to miss the fellowship that I had in Germany. I miss my American friends too. Really, I just miss having deep connections with close friends. Fabio and Till and Flo and Jamie. Those are the first 4 guys that come to mind that I had real strong connections. I understood them, they understood me. And I felt like they knew me and like I knew them. And I'm not sure I'll get that with time here in Japan, because the whole point is that I'm somewhere where English is not spoken much, and it's on me that I can't connect, which is also an interesting feeling. I don't know. I also am struggling because I'm putting a lot of pressure on myself to have some type of experience that I think I should have, but back in Hawaii this year was probably the most content and whole and relaxed and present I've ever felt, and I'm trying to use that as a role model for my time here because I'm basically back in Hawaii with infinite time to do things and an amazingly interesting culture to explore whenever I'm not trying to be present. Just my concern for myself. I'm overly concerned for myself, which is diluting I'm overly concerned of my own future, which dilutes my present. There, I'm gonna stop it there. So it just takes a lot of intentionality to pull myself out of that. I forgot to mention, I decided to fully embrace who I am and not try and change who I am to somewhat fit into the culture here, and I decided to bike around shirtless just from here to where I was trying to see if there was a Game Boy, and that took me through the center of town, like on kind of the highway. There's a good bike path, so I was safe, but I swear everyone was staring at me, which is fun and weird, mostly out of curiosity, I think. But I was just standing, waiting for the stoplight, waiting for the signal to go, and someone was recording me. There's just a guy in the passenger seat, just, and I think it was a friendly recording though, because I was like, when I saw him recording me, and him and the driver both smiled, were like, I feel like, I don't know how to describe how it made me feel, but it's bizarre being the only Western person in an entire city. That's what it feels like. I'm obviously not. I passed another Western looking guy on the way back here, but anyways, that was something hilarious. But it also means that no one assumes I speak Japanese, which I don't know. I'm in my own head. Hilarious memory. I just got the feeling. I was looking at a map of America, and I felt a twang of missing it. I know I'm recording a lot of videos, but I'm just going through so many things that I need to tell you, because this is just the formative, I don't know what I'm saying. Basically, I feel extremely stressed before this new social situation with me and Taisei and one of his friends. I expect it to transpire mostly in Japanese, and I normally get like a little nervous before social events with new people, just because I'm excited and nervous, hoping that people will like me and that it goes well, and it always does. Being nervous before an event usually means that I'm going to have a good time and everyone's going to have a good time and it's going to be fun. And I desperately want that to happen here because Taisei is my first like solid friend with real free time to hang out, and I just desperately want it to go well because I don't want to be fully alone in this city, and I can't rely on my English prowess or social skills because they're completely nerfed by my baby Japanese. And felt good to get that out there and talk to no one, I guess you in the future, talking to myself. Wow. I don't know. Way better than obviously doing nothing, but just it's taking so much more energy and it's way more stressful than it normally would be, and it's making me like anxious. And on top of that, I think I caused that stain there. I shouldn't have even done this anyways. I was being lazy and I just took a small spoonful of sugar, just cause why would I eat that anyways? I don't know. But the sugar spilled over the sofa, and then I used a damp cloth, but it was more like a soaking wet cloth to clean it up. Why did I do that? Yeah, like small things like that are really annoying me right now because I'm on edge. Like, my worst fear is that it's gonna go horribly because we're not gonna be able to understand each other. And I don't know. I don't know. Bro, that went so well. I just got back. I can't stop smiling. I somehow experienced a deep level of fellowship and camaraderie, even through the language barrier. And it was totally fine. I was stressing over nothing. They were so understanding and accommodating to my level of Japanese. And it's nice that they actually understood what I was saying, even if it was horribly jarbled Japanese, but they even adjusted to what they were saying, and Taisei was helping translate what Kawada-san, I forget his real name, but he goes by like Kawada-san, that's so funny. Yeah, they both are so kind, and just, wow, what an amazing exchange of culture. I learned so much and tried so much onigiri, like so many raw fish, and I wrote down so many new words to learn, and maybe we'll go to a karaoke place next or whatever. I'm so happy that there's a next time, even if there wasn't. Amazing, but I'm so glad that I have a solid friend, two solid friends actually, but Taisei especially, like, he's so nice. I think he's gonna make my time here amazing. I don't want to like put pressure on him or rely on him, but he's awesome. He's so kind. He even said maybe, because I expressed my wanting to learn Japanese washoku, the cuisine. Maybe I can go over to his mom's house and she can teach me, maybe. That would be a dream come true. Like, just... This is why I'm here, for random events like this to transpire. I cannot believe it. And I got over myself. It takes like 10, 20 minutes for me to get over myself. And then I start talking a bunch. But Taisei was like, "You're both an introvert and an extrovert, aren't you?" But mostly it was me just not being able to say anything because I was not being talkative. Because it was like really awkward at first for me to get over myself. And then it just came out in a gush of jarbled Japanese. Anyway, Sam, I'm so happy that this just happened. And I know I keep rambling in like the worst spots. All you're gonna be seeing is this probably, but it's because I'm living out there in the moment and I'm bringing it back here to you. I'll try to... anyways, I'm rambling. Love you, bro. Hope your 70th birthday was fire. Okay, bye. Great friend. It's 7:30 a.m. Just got off a nice FaceTime with him. With Fabio. Sorry, the beginning of that got cut off. With Fabio. See the TV? Oh my. Jeez. I just called mom and dad for over 2 hours. I yapped for an hour and 40 minutes of that. Insane. We hadn't called in 2 weeks. In the past, during my time in Germany, Sorry, I didn't want this to be a long clip. Sorry for the long clips. My attitude towards talking to them has changed. Now I treasure each moment that I talk with them each week and want to continue that and want to keep them in my life and want to be in theirs. Because, I don't know, I just realized that since I'm not going to see them for years, for a very long time, it matters to me that I keep in touch with them. Like, not just that, like to continue the relationship I have with them. I love them, and I know that I am somewhat selfishly choosing to be away from them for a long time. And thankfully, with technology, I can somewhat salvage the time lost. And that's why I think the dynamic has changed and my view of talking with them has changed. I hope I articulated that well. Very sorry for the long clips. Peace. Sam, you will not believe what just happened. I just turned this week upside down from a failure of a day yesterday, feeling horrible about myself, to feeling amazing today. I've already made 3 new friends today. 2 friends, Chotai and Take, were skimboarding. I just went up to Chotai and just asked like, 何をしてる? 何をしてますか? And then I played basketball with Hiruyasa, I forget his name, unfortunately. But he was like 51 and we played basketball together. And just amazing. Serendipity and confidence. I love it. It's actually so easy to make friends if you just try. So I'm so glad I tried. Listening to my German mix already. I can't believe it's nostalgic already. Just listening to the songs brings back memories. I already miss my German friends. I was biking around shirtless, as I do, and some kindergartners or first graders, elementary school kids were like, "Oh, kakkoi! Hi, hello!" It was so wholesome. And I would always say back like, "Hello," or "Konnichiwa," and normally they never say anything first because they assume I don't speak Japanese, but when I say "Konnichiwa," they're like, "Chua, chua," as I bike past. And then this has happened twice now. I don't know if I've already put it in a clip, but if older guys are coming by, not older, like middle school or high school, they'll be like, "Oi, nice body," which is so fun. The Japanese people are so nice. It's so fun. It's just a joy to be around people. My diet has changed completely. I just had fresh rice with a raw egg cracked in it, with a little bit of soy sauce and green onions and goma, which I keep forgetting the English word, sesame seeds, I think, and some natto, that thing in the styrofoam, you know it. And I was just realizing that it's so crazy that I used to just eat sugary cereal every morning with milk, or 6 stir-fry with eggs, which is actually still a solid option, but just the differences between a normal American breakfast and a normal Japanese breakfast are just so bizarre. I do think I prefer the Japanese one. I feel so pleasantly full, and it was such a nice breakfast. But this is unrelated, but I still haven't tried cooking meat here yet. I've just been surviving off of tofu and eggs for my protein source, which might be why I have so little energy throughout the day at random points, or I'm not eating enough. But anyways, parallels between breakfasts, or the lack of parallels, the perpendiculars between breakfasts. This went on a nice long drive with Taisei. We went to a very niche river spot to go swimming. There was like a rope swing, and we jumped out onto it was so sick. I'm so glad I have just one solid friend here that I can hang out with and that can show me around the different meisho, the different like famous cool places around here. I want more friends, but I'm so glad that I met him on the first real day that I had here. Thank you, Taisei. He also gave me the Ore pass. That was the hardest thing I've ever done. My brain is absolutely fried. I just had my first real Japanese lesson ever. It was in person with Noguchi sensei. Sorry, normally these clips are short. I want them to be short. I can't think right now. Like my brain feels like it got microwaved. I don't know how to describe it. It's like it got put in there. It's absolutely amazing. Got there at 10 and started talking, and basically only in Japanese 99% of the time. She said, yes, my Japanese is very broken, but understandable, which is a nice base. I think she's gonna help me a lot. She's a tough teacher though. And that's what I need. But gosh dang, it's almost 1 p.m. We, I think we talked for like 3 hours. And I think I had the stamina for 2 hours, but that last hour was a struggle. Like my brain just did not want to keep speaking and trying to understand Japanese. It takes so much effort. It's one of the hardest things I think I've ever done. It's the hardest my brain has ever worked in the past 3 years at least. Like the hardest. My brain was on overdrive that entire time. Like, wow. And I'm so glad I'm putting myself through this because now I'm beginning to understand just a little bit of what it's like to be someone who either chooses to go to a different country or is forced to move to a different country and assimilate. And I just appreciate it so much more. Insane, man. And it was free too, first session. Bro, the craziest unexpected thing just happened. I met Charlie, a guy from New York who's here on exchange for a year, and he introduced me to a friend of his, Eishi, and they both are high school students. Charlie's 17, Eishi's 18, but we're chilling. Like, I'm 6 years older than them, so I feel old, but they're super chill. And I think Charlie's actually the main character. Like, I'm blown away by this guy. Insane. I don't want to blabble, but going to get drinks with Charlie tonight. So, what is life, man? What's up? Charlie took me to a bar. I'm smoking right now, but yeah, this is the bar. It's pretty cool. That was an awesome time. Charlie's a great guy. I think he's gonna be a great friend. He's only 17, but he's very wise and he's been through a lot. So I have a lot to learn from him. I'm still a little drunk. Serendipity is amazing. About to go meet Charlie. Typhoon out here, or at least massive thunderstorm. Not taking my phone, but literally only my shorts and my keys. That's it. Alright, let's do this. Dinner air?
Yeah, so prop planes,
That was fun. I survived. He showed me a bunch of cool places. Talked a bunch. Cool guy. Why am I hand signaling? He's gonna take me to a Mexican place. I told him that, like, yeah, I miss Mexican food for real. Apparently there's a place here. So, might get to go to that. It's super nice. Getting to, like, actually vibe with someone IRL that can, like, speak, like, fluent English. Like, it's so nice. Traveling solo has made me very self-centered, and I didn't realize that. And that perception of myself was challenged a lot today, as I was the third wheel when I was with Charlie, hanging out. We had a great time, but sitting at a bar and having a girl approach us and fixate just on him was quite humbling, because up till now in Japan, I've been the point of fixation, like, oh, the foreigner can speak some Japanese. But it was quite humbling to not be ignored, but to not be the center of the conversation, which shows that I'm so self-centered. What happened to me? But it was a very nice perspective shift, and obviously I don't need to be the center of the conversation for me to feel confident about myself. I don't know what I'm really trying to express here. Just that I think I've gotten a little too self-centered in my assumption of how interactions are gonna go. That's all. And a bunch of other stuff happened and has happened and will happen with Charlie. He's crazy and cool, a little unhinged at times, just, well, not really, like, I don't know, it's hard to explain. I don't want to ramble. He's cool. He's challenging my, I don't know, my assumption and perceptions, so worthwhile friend. Sorry, I know I keep filming clips. This is literally still the same day, but I went to the Isaku Izakaya, and it was like the best time ever. Everyone else there was obviously older than me, but it was so amazing. It was so small too. Like, there was 3 of us at the bar being served, and there was the dad that I met at Maruichi and the daughter that was cooking, and we had amazing conversations, and they dumbed it down for my Japanese level, and like, I got to have an Asahi beer for the first time, and that was 500 yen. They accommodated my yosan, my budget of 1,500 yen left for the week, and Tomi-san, the guy sitting to my right with the white hair, he shared his dish with me. We got bajiru, I think, or something. I don't even know what it is, but it was like a stir fry with like a bunch of pork and vegetables, and that was really good, and just being able to share it with him was very nice. And then the other guy, Shinya-san, he literally bought me something. Like, I asked him for a recommendation because he wanted to buy me something, and so he treated me to samma. It's a very popular Japanese fish. It was served just fully, not clothed, like fully, like you saw the head and the tail and everything, but like you ate around the bones, and the tabegata, the way of eating was, I learned so much from it. And there was daikon on this, and Yami-san was the cook, and she was cute and nice and awesome, and I don't know, I'm a little drunk, but I'm so in awe of the interaction I've been able to have, even with my limited Japanese. Like, what a perfect evening this was. I was there for like 3 hours. It's just so amazing. And I was just thinking on the ride back here, like, I cannot believe that I went from like pure depression in February of like 2021 when I started learning Japanese to like using Japanese as like something to latch onto instead of the life that I didn't like, and just where it took me and where I am now and how much better I feel about myself and the life I'm living now, and the interaction that I get to have with people that don't speak English. They spoke some English, which was so accommodating and so nice, but like they all gave me their business cards and they were all so sweet, and just it was, what an amazing night. I hope you still remember it. I hope that this is an accurate, I don't know, recollection. Like I said, I'm a little yopparai or yopparai, I already forgot. But yeah, I love this, Sam. I'm so glad that I'm here. This gives me goosebumps every time I see it. Goosebumps every time. Look at my legs. Goosebumps. I went to an izakaya with Charlie today, and we ordered momo cheese, thinking it would be momo peach cheese, like momo peach cheese, but momo ended up being chicken thigh. So that was funny. We thought we were gonna get something bizarre, but it was just grilled chicken with cheese. That lady and I just talked for like 5 minutes in my broken Japanese about the undokai practice that's going on. Charlie's there somewhere, and I'm not allowed to go in right now, but on Saturday, I'll be able to go and see this thing. It's quite cool, but it goes on all day. I have been smothered in kindness today. Arya was right. I was really wondering, like, is Japan really like that special? I thought I was the one with like the superpowers to be like, yeah, I'm making the most of it. I came here solo. But no, it's Japan that's special. It's not me, which is humbling, but also amazing. Japan is awesome. What I mean to say is that, for example, let's take today. It's 2 p.m., but it's already been an amazing day. I studied Japanese. Well, I went to the beach and saw the sunrise, and then Charlie told me that the undokai was going on. Turns out it was just a practice, but I went there, met his teacher, got denied access, not in a bad way, but they're like, no, come on Saturday when the main thing is. So I was sitting up on the grassy hill watching them, and there was a nice old lady that came to talk to me for like 10 minutes. She was so kind and accommodating to my horrible Japanese level, and she just wanted to chat. And then I got to see Charlie for a sec, and then I went to go to Akahoshi, the place that Hiroyasu, the guy that plays basketball, had recommended to me, the ramen shop. And I stopped at the local university, the Miyazaki Kouritsu Daikaku, and just to use the restroom. And I passed a professor that was super friendly. Turns out he spoke really good English. He thought I was a student, like a transfer student, a foreign exchange student, because I'm American. And literally today, 28 Americans from Washington State came here. Well, like, what a coincidence. But no, ryoko dake desu. But just travel. But he was nice. He teaches linguistics, and that was bizarre. That alone was, I thought that was going to be it for the day. Like, I thought that was going to be it for the serendipity of the day. But no. Then I went to Akashi, and the nice lady told me, like, walked me through the process. You have to sign your name and then order on this like a vending machine thing. It prints out a ticket, and it's quite cool. The ramen was amazing, actually. Best ramen I've ever had out of the 2 I've ever had. But and it was only 800 yen, for that. Amazing. And then I went back to the Miyazaki Kouritsu Daikaku, the public university, and there was a group of guys, like 7, and I got that itch, like, yo, you should go talk to him, what's the worst that could happen? And I was riding on my bike, which made me feel awkward, but I was riding up to them, and then I wimped out right at the last second, and I parked my bike, like, behind them. So one of them saw me, I was like, but then they kept going, and I lost them. And I locked up my bike and then walked past them because I was going to find the library. But then turns out they turned around. They were going to the right, they took a left, we ended up colliding, and I was like, okay, second chance. I talked to them in my broken Japanese, they thought it was cool. I asked for their Instagram, and hopefully I made some new friends. And then after that, I studied in the library for a bit, and then I went to Tommy's, you know, the guy from Monday that I met at the izakaya. I went to Tommy's patisserie, the French thing, patisserie or whatever. He wasn't there, but this very nice old lady was telling me, like, oh, he got a massage, he'll be back soon. But he wasn't there. He didn't show up whenever I was there. So I left, and I'll come back hopefully to see him. It's his shop, which is crazy because it's a nice, really nice shop. But anyways, she gave me, I don't actually know if this is what it's called, but she gave me kawaii shu. I don't really know what. I'm gonna eat it and see, but for free, like, come on. I'm being smothered by, and then if that couldn't get any better, I had to fix the loose handlebars that I had on my bike, which was provided for free along with this Airbnb, which is awesome. But I went back to the same bike shop, and the dude remembered me. He's a very sweet old guy, and he let me fix it for free, just like with the little hex screw thing. And I was wondering what he was doing, because he was like he was rummaging around in like the storage bins that he had. And he pulled out like a really old hex, like Allen wrench thing, and just gave it to me for free. Just like, this problem keeps happening, fix it yourself. And that was, I asked like how much it was, and he said it was free basically. And like just today, for example, what an amazing day. And the day's only half over. I could keep going, but just, come on. What is life? There are nice people everywhere, or at least everywhere in Germany and Japan. I hope there's nice people everywhere, and I'll be one of them. Just got pulled over and got my details taken by a police motorcyclist lady. I didn't get a ticket, but she was basically like, you're not wearing a shirt, it's not allowed. Turn around, go home. But first I'm gonna take out all your information, your birthday and your passport number. I feel really frustrated with myself. It's always annoying whenever you get caught doing something you didn't know you weren't supposed to do. Like when you get in trouble for something you didn't know you're supposed to do. But really, the biggest thing I care about is the perception that Japanese people have of foreigners if they've never seen a foreigner. And I can't know how they feel, or if seeing a foreigner being talked to by a policewoman affected their view, but I don't want to be the one to influence them into thinking that foreigners are bad. That would be such a failure on my part. I'm mad at myself for letting that happen. Emma knows what Sprat Tower is. She played all the DS games after I got done playing with them. She that's so cool to me. That's so cool. She was like, yeah, I saw the Sprat Tower picture mom showed me. Oh, that's just so cool. Emma's so cool. I hope you're still in contact with her. At least somewhat. I already miss her. Okay, bye. That was so sick. Maybe. Right. See that back there? Wait. I can't see it on here. One second. We have to bike all the way back. Where the heck is it? Oh, it's all the way over there. That's basically where my apartment is. We have to do that. It takes an hour. Yeah. I just realized that the novelty of speaking Japanese has worn off now after 35 days. It used to be really fun to just speak Japanese. Now it's normal. All right, Sam. This is monumental to the destruction of the free time I have. Just kidding. Hopefully it's fine. But I'll just sit on the floor. I'm so excited. Reveal! Look at this. Is my screen wonky? Oh, this is messing up. Expert cleaning by 23-year-old Sam. Whoa, it actually is clear now. Yeah, look at this. Look at how clear it is. There's like some burning, I think, or something, but it's fine. Whoa. Thank you, Taisei. He ordered it for me on Mercari, and it was 8,000 yen. I just put batteries in it, and I don't know, I just thought it would be funny for you to see my reaction. I didn't know it would make the actual sound. Whoa, it says Disney Interactive on it. Wow. Oh, it has the, it's because it has the final, or a Kingdom Hearts game in it. Wow. You probably can't see it at all. Whoa, wait, can you see yourself? Whoa, cool. Sorry, this is the dumbest memory ever. It works. Wait, no, it's in English. No. Oh, wait, game stato. Okay, no, it's not. It's in Japanese. Let's go. Oh, and it turns off automatically. And I bought the right batteries. Sick. Let's go. Okay, I don't know. That's so dumb. But, yeah, I don't think I told you this either, but I got, one of the first things I did was find Pocket Monster Midori to Pocket Monster Silver. Actually, it probably doesn't say silver. It says the actual kanji for it, which I don't know. But Pokemon Green and Pokemon Silver, which you'll have played them, I guess. Wait, you're 70. I wonder if you got rid of the Game Boy. Probably, eventually. The reason I got it, man, I'm really rambling. Sorry. The reason I got it is because I think it'll be good practice and motivation for me to continue studying Japanese. I'm hyped. I can't stop smiling. It's working. You probably, oh, there. Pocket the Monster. Psycho. Guess what? I went to the store, got a new game for like $4, and it works. This one is one of the original Game Boy games, actually. That's what it looks like from the back. This isn't the original. The original was red or green. This is a Pikachu one based off the anime, but still pretty cool. I just took the best nap of my life. That was my pillow. Just laying in the sand. I feel amazing. I'm learning so much about myself and how I learn language. Sorry, I'm a little drunk. I just got back from the Kingo Cafe. It was so awesome. I decided to stay a bit longer than Charlie, and I was having like a really bad off day with my Japanese. Like I couldn't really think. I couldn't say anything, but really it's just like it's like an engine that takes forever to start. Like once it starts going, it's way easier. But there's so much. Like my Japanese sucks for the first like 10 minutes of, like it's so broken for the first 15, it continues to be broken, but I can at least think of all the words I know after the first 10 minutes of using it. Cause like this whole day I haven't been talking to anyone in much Japanese, so I haven't needed it. I guess this isn't really critical. Maybe I'll just delete this video. Nah, I guess anything's cool, cause you're 70, I mean, do you even have anything to do? What the heck am I gonna be doing when I'm 70? Sorry. Drunk thoughts on a Tuesday night. Today's a great example of how just trying really affects my mental state. Like today was a success even though I tried and failed. I didn't really fail, but basically the Isaku Izakaya place that I wanted to go to today for dinner, turns out they're closed on Wednesdays. I thought it was Tuesdays. But I still went there after studying at the library and tried. And I was like, oh, okay. And then I was about to bike home, but even though it's raining, I decided, you know what, I'm gonna try something else. And I went to Tommy's place, his patisserie, but he also, it was open, but it's a, a rest day for him. It's a rest day for him. So basically I tried going to both places. I didn't end up getting to do what I wanted to, but now I get to relax here, you know, have a sick, relaxing evening knowing that I tried. The evening would have been way different if I was in turmoil, beating myself up for not trying. Tamagoyaki. すごい。わー。使い方好き。あ、作り方好き。Someday. It's a good song. I just had the most amazing bar hopping night ever. And I'm quite drunk, which is why I'm okay with talking out loud in public to you right now, Sam. I'm still quite drunk. And I guess there's someone behind me. I can hear them talking. Yeah, I can hear them coughing. Anyways, I was with Tommy and Hide-san. Tommy invited me to go bar hopping with him. We went to like 4 or 5 different bars. I swear he blew like 25,000 yen or something. All for me. I feel like he might have still gone there anyways, but goodness gracious, he's so nice. He's really famous too. Every bar we went to, everyone knew him. So cool. They drove me down here and I got to hang with them. This is amazing. I got to go to karaoke for the first time. And like, look at this street. It's picturesque. This was such a fun night. And all the Japanese people I met were so nice. Especially once they found out that I spoke some Japanese. I don't want to talk too loud because it's literally 3 a.m. But Sam, oh my gosh, like, this is peak. Like, this is what you fantasized about. And I just lived it. And I left the bar, like every bar, with like more omiyage than I could take. More presents than I could take. Loving life at the moment. It's still somewhat pay to win though, because Tommy-san, like, he blew like 25,000 yen, as I said. So it's not perfect, but bro, he paid for me. What? Like, why? There's some cute girls too. Sorry, I'm drunk, which is why I said it. But like, there are actually some cute girls here. Even though I don't have an Asian fetish. Like, there's some cute girls. I guess everyone in the world. It's pretty cool. Anyways, that's a little bit weird. Sorry, you probably have a wife by now or whatever. Okay, bye. I seem to have fallen prey to indulgence in consumerism, having to pay money for social events, or I don't know. I just seem to be so much more willing to shell out money now. Although I'm for sure spending way less than I did in Germany. I'm just mindful of my spending now. I don't know. Something's just bugging me that I'm so willing to spend 1,000 or 2,000 yen to go to a restaurant to experience new cuisine. And I know that's only like $10. So I guess I'm creating turmoil out of nothing. I don't know. I don't like consumerism. Basically, I hope that my lifestyle, whenever I'm not traveling, is not as extravagant as this from a monetary perspective. Just increasing my vocabulary knowledge in Japanese is paying off so much. I have this list, mainichi kita, like every day heard, and basically I try to learn 10 new things every day that I heard just while doing stuff, here in Japan. And it helps so much because I have real life context, so it's way easier to learn the words than from scratch with absolutely no context. And things come up in random conversations that you wouldn't think, like katai, like, oh, that means hard. Like, oh yeah, like at the bar, I heard someone say like, oh yeah, the wood is katai. And then the dude last night, basically the more vocabulary I know, the more likely I'll be to understand stuff, and seeing progress is so cool. I'm able to understand people more, I'm able to be more descriptive with my speech, and it's just a joy to see progression, even though it's slow, but it's paying off. Wow. エキスパートクラスに出た男子はちょっと待ってください。ボールです。大人気です。交通事故だけはやめてください。目の前のジャックで今始まった。